Hi, I'm Gary. Welcome to Tax Bulldog. In this video, I will tell you about myself, my background and experience, and how I help taxpayers solve their tax issues with the IRS and states in collection audit matters on their own or with professional help. I will outline the videos I will be producing in the future to help taxpayers solve these issues. There are also many helpful videos from the IRS on YouTube at this web address. I'll also put a link in the description below, but be aware they don't give you the insights and dynamics on everything. Many states have online videos also, either here on YouTube or on their own websites. Now about myself, and I'll try to be brief. I completed the 4-year college degree in business administration, and I served as a student council president. Now for my background and experience, I have a little over 35 years in the tax profession. I hate to say that because it gives away my age. After completing college, I went to work as an accountant in a manufacturing company. After a few years, an opportunity came up for a position with the government as a revenue officer. I took the test and I was hired, and I served as a field agent for 8 years. My goal was to help taxpayers to resolve their issues and get them back on track in a manner that made it easy for the taxpayer. After 8 years, I decided to go out on my own to help taxpayers in a more effective way. Well, since November 1991, I've been a tax consultant and taxpayer advocate to help taxpayers resolve their tax issues in an effective and expedient manner. Now, you have to keep in mind that doing anything with the government is not a fast and simple process. But with guidance, you can take advantage of unknown options and avoid the pitfalls. Sometimes there are some shortcuts available. Now, I passed a test to get a license by the U.S. Treasury as an enrolled agent, known as an EA. That was an extensive test for 2 solid days, 16 hours, on strictly tax law. That enables me to represent taxpayers at all administrative levels of the IRS. Only EAs, CPAs, and attorneys are afforded that privilege. I am required to keep my education up to date by getting at least 72 hours of continuing professional education every 3 years and 6 hours of ethics. Now, through the years, I've served in positions with professional organizations, chambers of commerce, as a committee member on an IRS practitioner liaison committee at an IRS district level. I perform public speaking and taught classes on tax topics in conjunction with private, public, and government organizations. So I work with taxpayers to help them resolve their tax issues. The government can be confusing, frustrating, and difficult to deal with. I bridge the gap between the taxpayer and government. Having been a revenue officer, I understand what they're looking for and how to explain that to the taxpayer. Now, there is a lot of hype and claims on TV, radio, and the web from firms who claim they can settle your tax debt easily for pennies on the dollar. They make it sound quite easy. While some of it is true, it is not an option available to everyone. Each case is judged on its own merits. You don't want to pay thousands of dollars in fees up front to end up in the same position you are already in, simply because you didn't fit into that firm's average client scenario, if there is one. That is a very misleading tactic that they use. You want to learn the truth of what you qualify for and what your best options are before you make that leap with your money. There are always options to ease your burden, as I will discuss in my videos. Here are the videos I will be producing in regards to dealing with tax issues, and I will list these in the description below. Hiring a tax professional if you need one, what to look for. 2, recognizing your tax debt, what and why you owe it, is it valid? 3, options to pay your tax debt. Payment plans are available if you're not able to pay it in full. 4, how to reduce the tax debt through the use of abatements or an offer in compromise. 5, innocent and injured spouse relief. How to not be responsible for a partner's misdeeds. 6, payroll tax issues for employers. 7, trust fund tax issues. How to deal with unpaid employee withholding and sales taxes. 8, the trust fund recovery penalty. This is assessed against the responsible persons of businesses and organizations, including officers and some employees, for unpaid employment and sales taxes. 9, tax liens, what they are and how they impact you. 10, levies, what they are and how they impact your immediate financial well-being. People often confuse tax liens and levies because they sound alike. However, the levy is much more devastating. 11, The audit reconsideration, how to reopen an audit that has passed the typical amendment or appeals deadlines. 12, statutes of limitations. How long can the IRS collect? How long do tax liens last? What can extend the statutes? State statutes and how they can last 30 years or more. In my videos, I will give tips, tricks, and caveats to be aware of that you may not learn elsewhere. Some tax resolution outfits want to keep it a mystery to increase their value to sell their service to you. It is impossible to cover every angle and all the particulars of all cases. That would require help by hiring a professional. If you have complexities and need professional help, I'm here to help you. This is all I do, and I do it well. In closing, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this and learned something from it, please give me a like and share it with friends, family, and colleagues. Click the subscribe button below so you can be made aware of my future videos as they come out. These may contain some pertinent topics you may need at that time. For further information and resources, please visit my website at taxpayers.com. Thank you.